If you're a top performer in your company, chances are you're being punished for being that way. Here's why. Ahoy, legend. Welcome back to another episode of the Unpopular Leadership series. What's the point of this series? To take the shit that no one wants to talk about, that might be unpopular, that doesn't come up in leadership books or theories, and to unpack what do we really think is going on in the modern workplace. You might ask, why the hell does this even need to exist?
Why?
Well, because a lot of this does happen, and I've seen with thousands of leaders and hundreds of companies that this is exactly what goes on in companies if we're not careful.
No kidding.
So I'm here today to help you as either the employee or the leader to understand if this is happening to you and what you can do about it. The bit we want to talk about today, and the unpopular leadership topic for today, is that in my experience, high performers are punished in mediocre companies.
Whoa.
What? How can a high performer be punished?
You have a lot to learn, sweetie.
Hear me out. The measurement in my book of punishment for high performers is not that they might miss some opportunities or they might not get a bonus for the additional work they're doing.
It's all about my bonus.
Or that they might have to just put in a bunch of goodwill and get caught in some of the corporate bureaucracy. No. The measure of being punished for poor performance is the way in which additional work shows up. Now, have you ever noticed, if you think about the teams you've been on, and if you're a high performer, you might go, oh shit, my stomach's starting to tell me something. This sounds like something I've seen. Good. Rewind back to a time where you worked at a place you no longer work at that was pretty average. What was going on in that company? Why did everything feel wrong? I was doing everything, I was achieving at a high level, wasn't getting where I needed to go, but it just felt like I was good, but it never went well. There's a reason for that I've found over time, and that's that high performers get punished in mediocre companies in an interesting way. And that way is we give them more work, but not, hear me, not awesome work, not challenging work. We give them the work of the other shitty employees.
Oh, God!
We do. Think about it. Has that happened to you? Have you seen that happen where you're like, wait a minute, the two of us here are amazing and we're doing these other 6 people's job and they're just off with no challenge, nothing's happening, they don't get performance managed? Yes.
We are screwed.
That's what I see happening over and over and over again. It's like super awesome top performer, mediocre company. You're doing a good job. I wonder if you'd be able to pick up this project here. Oh, hold on, wasn't that Bob's project? Yeah, but look, you know, Bob, he's got a lot of things going on. He struggles. Okay, so you want me to do the project? Yeah, you're doing so well on everything else. Surely you can help Bob out. Oh, okay. Well, look, I kind of have plans for the weekend. I appreciate it, Joe. I'm sure you'll really make it happen for us. Right? That's what happens.
It's a disgusting habit.
They go, here you go. You've been so great that we're going to give you the work of the inadequate or poor performing employees and transfer that across to you.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Now look, I'm not angry. I don't want you to be angry, but I want you to be able to detect if you're in a mediocre organization and what you can do if you're a leader leading that type of environment to change that. So a few quick tips to give you to take along your way on the back of that topic. The first is, if you're a high achiever and you notice that you're always rewarded with mediocre work or with work of people who are not meeting it, red flag.
Dare you?
Ooh, this is not great. What can I do? You can go and have a conversation, say, hey, look, I want to be really honest with you. Just kind of notice when I finish my projects, I seem to get other people's projects, but I thought they were assigned to them. Well, yeah, you do, because you're so good. But, well, look, I appreciate that. Thanks for the compliment. But I like interesting, challenging projects. I don't really want Bob's leftovers. Can you maybe talk to Bob about doing his stuff and then I can do new things? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, regardless of how that conversation goes, you now know where you're sat in that whole dilemma. Now, if you're a leader, you might go, oh shit, I didn't realize I was doing this. Oh, Joe, look, I'm really sorry that that's happened to you. I wasn't even aware. It was just kind of unconscious. I'll go sort that out. Leave that with me. That's obviously not between us. I'll take that off you. Look, we've got this great project for 2 levels up. Why don't you come work on that? Be good network experience for you. Awesome. So that's the first thing you do, is have the conversation with the boss. Second thing is if that conversation does not work, you might go, cool, how do I turn down the dial a little bit so I don't get through them as quickly? I'm still challenged enough, but I'm not burning through projects so quickly that they just keep giving me other people's. Or how do I start to decide, do I really want to do this work?
Later, Skater.
I'm not encouraging you to leave, but I'm just getting you to simply ask, is this really what I want to be doing? Do I want to pick up other people's scraps that stress myself out, work extra hours, and at the end of it actually get very little credit for it?
Stop it. Get some help.
For some people, they might go, you know what, actually I really like being the hero. I like that level of kind of martyrdom. Awesome, I'm happy to do that. And that's fine, there's no judgment here. But that second strategy or tip is really around, well, what do you do if you can't change it? And then the third is to really signal to the broader team or to work with the broader team on lifting their capability. Now that's a hard slog to try to get Bob to improve. Well, Bob for 27 years in this role has never done anything beyond that level of capability. Might be hard work, but is always an option. You can go, hey Bob, this is the skill set you need. I know we're just peers, but how about I show you what I would normally do and we'll work on it.
Oh my God! Wow!
So those are 3 levels of tactics you could try. Obviously, this is not a master course in that, but this is just enough to give you to tackle those if you see them. That was today's episode on Unpopular Leadership around the high performers being in mediocre companies suffering from the fate of being given more work of poor performers. Now, if that's happened to you, you can do something about it now. If you're one of the high achievers that are in a great company where that's not happening, that's even better and we'd love to hear that. But stay tuned. If you haven't done already, click the subscribe buttons below or wherever, depending on whichever social media channel you're on. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Unpopular Leadership series. And also, if you haven't seen it already, I do another series called CEO Reviews, where I grab Reddit questions right off of Reddit, where people have asked real workplace questions, and I answer those live on camera for the first time with you. So check that out by subscribing to the channel and going into that playlist. But I'll see you soon and keep kicking ass.